Welcome back to my Madden 23 relocation rebuild with the Oklahoma City Bison. Today we are in Season 2, Week 6, taking on the New York Jets. The Jets are led by Zach Wilson at quarterback, who is a 74 overall. If he goes down though, we get to see Oklahoma legend Baker Mayfield. At running back they have an 87 overall Breece Hall, backed up by a 79 overall Michael Carter. At wide receiver they have an 87 overall Garrett Wilson, an 86 overall Gabe Davis, an 81 overall Elijah Moore, and then it tied in an 81 overall Tyler Conklin. On defense, they have a few players here I want to highlight. The first one being defensive end John Franklin Myers, who was an 85 overall. At defensive tackle, a 96 overall in Quinnen Williams. At middle linebacker, an 83 overall in CJ Mosley. And then at free safety, they have an 83 overall in Malik Hooker. And now we'll go look at corner, where they have a 92 overall Sauce Gardner. And Greg Knox might still see Sauce Gardner in his nightmares. In Knox's first career game we played the Jets, he threw 6 interceptions, 4 of them to Sauce Gardner. It looks like it's going to be raining for the entire game this week and probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. What is our plan on offense? We're going to run the ball. I feel like Antonio Gibson has been running the ball really well the last few games. We need to beat the Jets and rack up 150 rushing yards. Following this week's weekly training, quarterback Greg Knox does get an upgrade point. He goes to an 80 overall, gets +1 to awareness, break sack, throw accuracy mid, and throw under pressure. Before we jump into today's game, I want to try to help out the secondary a little bit, so I'm going to sign defensive back Michael Davis. He is in his 8th year in the league, is a 77 overall. He has 91 speed, 79 man, 80 zone, 81 play rec. Hopefully this will help our pass defense a little bit. In order to make that roster signing work, we will have to cut at least one player, and I'm going to cut running back Robert Sutherland. I brought him in during the preseason. He was a solid power back in the preseason, but he's gotten a few opportunities now in regular season games and really has not done anything at all, so we're going to go ahead and let him go. With those couple changes though, we are now ready to jump into week 6 and take on the New York Jets and try to snap this 2-game losing streak. Just like the forecast said, it is a pretty heavy downpour today as Greg Knox in the offense will take the field first. Let's see if we follow the game plan and lean on the running backs today. It's 1st and 10 from the 25. Knox is under center. We'll give it to Antonio Gibson to the outside, and that's going to get brought down in the backfield, a loss of 1. That brings up 2nd and 11. Knox comes back in shotgun. Nyheim Hines is now in at running back. From the 24-yard line, he'll look to pass. Standing in the pocket. Now he's going to throw downfield, and that one will be incomplete, intended for Deshaun Slaughter. That brings up a 3rd and 11. Knox back in shotgun again, trying to avoid the 3 and out. Hines is still in at running back. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He drops farther back. Now he's firing over the middle. That is caught, and that's going to be Jamarcus Tompkins to the 33, but it is not a first down, and they will punt it away. Now we will get to see Zach Wilson and the New York Jets offense take the field. They will start at the 36-yard line. Wilson will line up under center. Breece Hall should be the running back here. He'll take the snap, give it to Hall up the middle, and Hall won't find much space. Brought down to the 40-yard line. They give him 3 yards. Now Wilson going back under center. Will take the snap, hand off to Hall to the outside, but he is brought down quickly. That's a loss of a couple yards. That brings up a 3rd and 8 from the 38. Wilson back in shotgun this time. We'll see if he gives it downfield. He will drop back to pass. And he throws to the outside. That is going to be incomplete. I screwed up the call massively there. I don't know really what I was trying to say, but either way, our defense forces a punt. This time, we'll start at the 20-yard line. Knox back in shotgun. Gibson is the running back here. He'll take the snap and look to pass. Dropping farther back, throwing to the outside. That's caught by Gibson, and he will be brought down to the 26-yard line to bring up a 2nd and 4. Now Knox back in shotgun again. Gibson still the running back. He will send a receiver in motion. That should be Jamarcus Tompkins. It's a fake to Tompkins and a handoff to Gibson, who will fight for the first down to the 32. Knox back in shotgun for the next play. Will look to pass. He throws to the outside, and that one's going to get intercepted. That is Sauce Gardner now running down the sideline, and that will be a touchdown for the Jets. They take a 7-0 lead. We will see if Knox can rebound on this drive. He starts from under center. He'll drop back to pass. Standing back in the pocket, now he'll throw downfield, and that one will be caught along the sideline for a first down to the 47 by Darius Slayton. 1st and 10. He's going under center one more time. Gibson is the running back here. He'll take the snap, and it's a play fake to Gibson. Knox will look to go downfield. He throws on the run downfield, and that is another interception for the Jets. At least it's not Sauce Gardner, but they do have a solid return all the way to the Bison 45-yard line. He'll take the snap and look to pass. Standing back in the pocket, now rolling out under pressure, lobs downfield, and that one will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. That was Kevin Donald providing the pressure on the last play. Can he get back there again? Wilson will go deep downfield, and that one will be caught inside the 5. He's brought down at the 1-yard line, a 44-yard gain. Now they will line up in a goal line set. Breece Hall is in at running back from the 1-yard line. It's a toss to the outside, but that is not going to work. Brought down in the backfield, I believe, by Ryan Neal. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. That was a loss of 7 on that play. Wilson back in shotgun, will look to pass this time. And he throws to the outside. That is caught by Conklin, out of bounds at the 5. So that brings up a 3rd and goal. Breece Hall is still in at running back. About 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Wilson will take the snap and look to pass. Standing back in the pocket. Now he's rolling out to the outside, throws downfield, and he just threw that one away. We at least hold him to a field goal try. This will be about a 21.5-yard try, 22-yard try, whatever you want to say there. The kick is away, and the Jets have a 10-0 lead. The Bison face a possible 3-and-out here. It is 3rd and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Knox will take the snap out of shotgun, looking to go downfield, and he's hit as he's throwing it, falls incomplete, and we will punt the ball away. We jump in for a Jets 3rd and 3. Wilson in shotgun. Hall is the running back from the 49-yard line. He'll take the snap and look to pass over the middle. That's going to be intercepted on the play, and Oklahoma City will take over at the 49-yard line, and that is going to be Bryant. I could not remember his first name there for a second. That is defensive back Miles Bryant, who we brought in free agency. Can Knox take advantage of the turnover? It's 1st and 10 from the 49. He's back in shotgun. Knox will look to pass. He throws downfield. That is caught by, I believe, Carson for about an 8-yard gain to bring up a 2nd and 2. We're not really running the ball as much as I thought we would. In the weekly strategy, I didn't make the game plan to run the ball. And this time we are going to give it to Gibson to the outside, who's breaking tackles, and he's going to be brought down inside the 20. That's why we need to run the ball. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line now. Knox will take the snap and look to pass. He throws over the middle, and that should have been a 3rd interception for Knox here in the first quarter. Now 2nd and 10. Gibson is probably our best playmaker. We need to lean on him, and that's where we go with it this time, to the outside, and he will be brought down for a short gain. 3rd and 8 from the 16-yard line. Knox will look to pass here. Standing in the pocket, now going downfield. That will be caught for the 1st down, and that is Darius Slayton down to the 4-yard line. So now 1st and goal. Gibson is in at running back. Please just give it to Gibson right up the middle. I'm assuming we can get it in that many plays. Never mind, he'll look to pass, and that's going to be an incomplete ball. 2nd and goal. Knox goes under center from the 4-yard line. He'll take the snap, but we give it to Vince Sawyer up the middle, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. We make it 10-7. The Jets face a 3rd and 13 on their next drive. Wilson back in shotgun from his own 34. Will look to pass. He lobs it downfield. That'll be knocked out of the air, I believe, by Ryan Neal, and they will punt the ball away. Just a couple plays after the punt, and Oklahoma City faces a possible 3-and-out. It's 3rd and 8. Knox in shotgun. Both running backs in the backfield. He'll take the snap and looks to pass. And he throws downfield for his 3rd interception of the half. This one by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will take over at the 23-yard line. We'll see if the defense can make a stop here. 1st and 10. Wilson back in shotgun. Breece Hall is the running back. He'll take the snap, give it to Hall up the middle, and Hall will get brought down for a short gain to bring up a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson will line up under center. Once again, Hall in the backfield. It's an I formation. It's a play action to Hall. Now throw downfield, and that's caught for the 1st down by Gabe Davis all the way down to the 5-yard line. Wilson will line up under center for the next play. It's 1st and goal. He takes a snap, gives it to Breece Hall up the middle, and Breece Hall will fight his way all the way down to about the 1. Now 2nd and goal. Wilson lines up under center. Breece Hall still the running back here. 9.5 minutes to go here in the half. He takes a snap, gives it to Hall up the middle, and a touchdown for the Jets will give them a 10-point lead, 17-7. During simulation on the next drive, Greg Knox will throw his 4th pick of the half, the 2nd one to C.J. Mosley. Later on in the Jets drive, it is now 3rd and 7 from the Bison 23-yard line. Wilson in shotgun, looking to add to their lead. He'll take the snap and look to pass. Stand in the pocket. Now he throws on the run. That'll be caught along the sideline, but he is forced out of bounds. That will bring up a 4th and 7, and they will attempt about a 40-yard field goal to go up 20-7 here in the second quarter. The snap, the hold, the kick is away, and it is good. For right now, quarterback Greg Knox has been benched. In comes Donnie Westerman at quarterback. And we will start with a handoff to Antonio Gibson, who is going absolutely nowhere. That's a loss of 1. I'm not going to guarantee that Knox has lost his job just yet, but I want to see what Westerman can do and hopefully not throw a 5th interception of the half. He will look to pass on this play. Westerman will roll out to the outside. He's under pressure, and Westerman's going to get sacked back at the 11-yard line. That brings up 3rd and 24 for Westerman in the offense. In shotgun, he will look to pass. He drops back. He stands in the pocket now, rolling out to the outside. He's got a bit of time and will finally just throw it away. 3rd and 9, Wilson back in shotgun for the Jets. From the 42-yard line, he'll look to pass under pressure and throws that screen pass right into the ground. Westerman in the offense will take over at the 12-yard line this time. He's back in shotgun with 2:24 and all 3 timeouts to go in the half. He'll look to pass. He goes over the middle for another interception today. The only other quarterback on the roster is Andy Dalton. We may see him at some point today. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wilson will drop back to pass, and he fires downfield. That will be incomplete, intended for Tyler Conklin. Zach Wilson is not having a great day. He's 4 of 13, but his team's up by 13 points because we are playing so horribly. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll send Breece Hall out wide. Wilson, now the only one in the backfield, will take the snap and look to pass. And he throws to the outside. That'll be caught and immediately brought down. That would take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 8, he goes downfield, caught by Conklin, but he will not get the first down. We burn our first timeout, and they will kick a field goal. This is about a 35-yard try. The kick is away, and it is good. With 1:48 to go in the half, from the 27-yard line, Westerman comes out as the only one in the backfield. He'll take the snap and look to pass. Stay in the pocket, now throw over the middle for his first career completion, but they'll fumble the ball, and the Jets have recovered. That was Deshaun Slaughter who fumbled it after getting the reception, and just everything is going wrong today. Just a few plays later, they will line up for about a 45-yard field goal to try to go up 26-7. The kick is away, and this one will be, I believe, no good. Never mind, it's good. I don't know why I even thought he would actually miss it. Let's see if the offense tries to put anything together. Westerman back in shotgun from the 25. That is Nyheim Hines at running back. He'll take the snap under pressure, and he's getting sacked on the play by C.J. Mosley. We do not burn a timeout, so this will be the final play of the half if we even snap the ball. Westerman will snap it and look to pass. He fires downfield. That's caught by Tompkins, and he's brought down. The Jets get the ball to start the second half, and thanks to a sack from Rasheem Green, it is now 3rd and 15 for them. From our 46-yard line, Wilson will take the snap, roll it to the outside, and he is getting sacked by Kevin Donald back at his own 45. Donnie Westerman in the offense will start at the 14-yard line this time, in shotgun for 1st and 10. He'll take the snap and looks to pass. Stand in the pocket. Westerman steps up, he's under pressure, and he is getting sacked on the play back at the 8-yard line. A short run from Antonio Gibson would then set up a 3rd and 14. Westerman back in shotgun will look to pass. He's going to roll out into the end zone under pressure, finally throw it downfield to nobody, and we will punt the ball away. The Jets have managed to drive down to Oklahoma City's 7-yard line. Zach Wilson back in shotgun will take the snap and looks to pass. He throws to the end zone, and that is a touchdown for the Jets, making it 33-7. We take the field for the next drive, led by quarterback Andy Dalton. Let's see if he can do anything today. 1st and 10 from the 25. Dalton will take the snap, handoff up the middle, and Gibson is not going anywhere. I guess I shouldn't say he wasn't going anywhere. He did get a gain of 3 yards. Now 2nd and 7. Dalton back in shotgun will take the snap. It's a draw play to Hines up the middle, and Nyheim Hines will get close to the marker. 3rd and inches, though. Dalton will line up under center. Gibson is the running back from the 35-yard line. Can we please get a first down and keep this drive moving? He'll send his tight end in motion. Take the snap, hand off to Gibson for the first down, breaking tackles, and finally brought down to the 43. An incomplete pass and then a 7-yard pass to Tompkins sets up a 3rd and 3, but Darius Slayton was injured on the last play, so now we don't have our best receiver. Dalton will drop back to pass, goes downfield, and that is inaccurate, intended for Coco Johnson, and we will punt it away. In simulation, they would hit Elijah Moore for a 45-yard touchdown to make this score 40-7. We jump to the 4th quarter. Andy Dalton has managed to drive the Bison to the 24-yard line of the Jets. Out of shotgun, he'll look to pass, and he throws to the outside. That's caught by Coco Johnson, who cuts up field for a first down to about the 10. Dalton now lines up under center. Antonio Gibson is in at running back. He sends Deshaun Slaughter in motion. He'll drop back to pass and throw downfield to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. I couldn't even tell who that was. I think it might have been George Carson, and if it was, that was his first career touchdown. We're going to jump a little bit later into the game now. It is 3rd and 5. We are down 47-14. The Jets would get one more touchdown at least. and Dalton will go downfield on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. So we will attempt a 61-yard field goal with kicker Eddie Pinheiro. I don't agree with this. It's going to be a fake. Pinheiro's going to look to throw this, and he throws off his back foot to nobody. Your final score today is officially 47-14. We looked awful on every phase of the game today. I don't know what's going on with Greg Knox. He started the season not that bad. Today completely fell apart. Donnie Westerman didn't look any better. I didn't expect a lot out of Westerman. He looked decent in the preseason against backups, but I really didn't expect him to do a whole lot, but he didn't show any sort of improvement for the offense. Andy Dalton at least did get 1 touchdown. He threw it to George Carson. I was correct on that, and that is Carson's first career touchdown reception. We had a total of 4 people throw a pass today, and really none of them look good except Andy Dalton at times. He goes 8 for 13, 97 yards and a touchdown. Greg Knox 6 for 16 and 4 interceptions. Donnie Westerman 2 for 5 and a pick. On the ground, we did not run the ball near as much as I really wanted to. Antonio Gibson only goes for 47 yards. Vince Sawyer did find the end zone on a handoff though. Receiving, Jamarcus Tompkins 5 for 34, George Carson 4 for 40 and a touchdown. Coco Johnson 3 for 52. Deshaun Slaughter 1 catch for 1 yard. Not a great day from him. Trent Woodard led the team in tackles with 13. Tackles for loss goes to Kevin Donald. Sacks goes to Kevin Donald as well with 1.5. Rasheem Green got 1, and Trent Woodard got half of 1. Interception, Miles Bryant got the 1 pick. And now let's see how Zach Wilson and the rest of the Jets did. He goes 16 for 28, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. On the ground, Breece Hall for 156 yards and a score. Receiving, Gabe Davis 5 for 84 and a touchdown. Elijah Moore 4 for 53 and a touchdown. And Tyler Conklin 4 for 31 and a touchdown. We do have a new injury after the game. Obviously, you can see we have a few injuries here, but the big one is Darius Slayton. He has a dislocated ankle and will miss the next 7 weeks. Now, I have not simulated out of week 6, so he's going to miss the next 6 weeks, but that's still huge. You can see on this screen that, like I said, Greg Knox got off to a really solid start this season. In the first 3 games, he had 7 touchdown passes to only 3 interceptions, but in the last 3 games, no touchdowns and 5 picks. With that being said, even though he threw 4 interceptions in the last game, I'm going to continue rolling with Greg Knox as the starting quarterback for right now. But he is on an incredibly short leash. Andy Dalton is right behind him in terms of like where I rank the quarterbacks right now. Kevin Donald does have an upgrade here though. He got +1 to finesse, 2 to play rec, 1 to pursuit, and 2 to tackling. We will be simulating this game in this video against the 5-1 Jacksonville Jaguars. Hopefully we can snap this now 3-game losing streak and maybe Greg Knox can wake up. This game was never close. We lost this one to Jacksonville 38-16. We were never really within a score of them past halftime. Greg Knox finally broke his streak of not throwing a touchdown pass. He goes 21 for 37, 198 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick. On the ground, Antonio Gibson only 23 yards on 10 carries. Did manage to find the end zone once though. Receiving, Coco Johnson 6 for 43, Jamarcus Tompkins 4 for 47, Carson 4 for 37. It looks like Vince Sawyer, the backup tight end, is the one to catch the touchdown. Over on defense, Trent Woodard with 14 tackles led the team. Sacks, we got no sacks today at all, really. Also no interceptions. Not a great day from the defense at all. Trevor Lawrence goes 21 for 28, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Travis Etienne 62 yards on 14 carries. Christian Kirk ran in for 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Evan Ingram 6 for 53 and a score. Christian Kirk also caught a touchdown, so we had 3 total touchdowns today, and Calvin Ridley got 1 as well. We are also going to simulate this game today against the 0-7 Miami Dolphins, so hopefully we don't give them their first win on the season. They are no longer led by Tua, they are led by quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. And we actually get to jump into this game. It is 1st and 10, down by 8. We start inside our own 1-yard line. It's a handoff to Antonio Gibson up the middle, and Gibson will start this drive with about a 10 or 11-yard run. So Knox will line up under center from the 12-yard line. Gibson still the running back here. He'll drop back to pass. A quick throw to the outside is going to be caught for a short gain. With about 4:15 to go in the game. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to Gibson up the middle, who will try to bounce it to the outside with the first down. He fumbles the ball. It's recovered by Oklahoma City, and they get all the way down to the 39-yard line. Not the play call we had drawn up, but it works anyway. 1st and 10, Knox out of shotgun, will look to pass. He goes deep over the middle for the first down. That is wide receiver Coco Johnson. A couple plays later, it is 3rd and 2 from the 35 with 2:34 to go. Knox out of shotgun will take the snap, looking for a pass to the outside. That's caught by Hines for the first down, and he will be brought down at the 27-yard line. A couple incomplete passes later, it is 3rd and 10, a minute 53 to go in the game. Knox out of shotgun, will look to pass, throws to the outside. That is caught close to the marker. It's 4th and inches. We're going to have to go for it. Knox will come out under center. Antonio Gibson is the running back here. Do we just give it to Gibson for the first down? He goes up the middle for the first and more. Gibson fighting all the way down to the 11-yard line. A minute 35 to go in the game. Knox out of shotgun, will look to pass, standing in the pocket, drops back, finally goes downfield. That is caught down to the 4. 2nd and 3. A minute 18 to go. Knox takes the snap, stands in the pocket. Knox will throw to the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. We have a chance to tie the game. That is Deshaun Slaughter. We come out in shotgun to try to tie it. Knox takes the snap, stands in the pocket, throws to the end zone, and we have tied this up at 28 thanks to Coco Johnson. We jump into Miami's next drive. It is 3rd and 7 with 46 seconds to go. We both have all 3 timeouts. It's a handoff, and he will not get the first down. They will punt it away. Let's see if we can get a solid punt return here. The punt is sent deep. I really don't even remember who our punt returner is. I believe it's Nyheim Hines. He will field it about the 25 and get brought down about the 30. Knox and the offense have 34 seconds. He's in shotgun. Hines is the running back. He'll take the snap and look to pass. And Knox is going to load up and go deep on the first play of the drive. He's got a man, and that is Deshaun Slaughter. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. We have taken the lead with just a few seconds to go in the game. Miami has 21 seconds. It is 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Garoppolo out of shotgun will take the snap and looks to pass. He fires downfield. That is caught for the first down, and that is down to the 44. So a new set of downs. 14 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo in shotgun will take the snap and looks to pass. Standing back in the pocket now. He has a bit of time. He's running out of it, but now he's going to load up and go deep downfield into traffic, and that is tipped around, almost intercepted. One final play for the Dolphins. From the 44, Garoppolo will drop back. He needs some time here. He has a lot of time. I believe they're just laying on top of Kevin Donald, but now he's going deep downfield, tipped around, and that one will fall incomplete. Oklahoma City will win the game 35-28. Greg Knox throws 4 touchdowns today, so maybe he has finally rebounded, or maybe he's just giving me a sense of false hope, because remember, this was a winless Miami team, and thankfully we did not give them their first win on the season. Greg Knox goes 26 for 43, 340 yards and 4 touchdowns. Antonio Gibson goes for 68 yards, 6.8 yards a carry. Receiving, Deshaun Slaughter balled out, 10 for 179 and 2 touchdowns. George Carson got 50 yards, Coco Johnson got a touchdown, and Antonio Gibson got a touchdown. Over on defense, leading the team in tackles was actually Derek Walton, not Trent Woodard this time. Tackles for loss, a few people got 1. In sacks, Kevin Donald got 2, Neville Gallimore got 1, Jordan Phillips got 1, and we got 1 interception. That was Sidney Jones. Now let's go see how the Dolphins did. Garoppolo goes 34 for 53, 456 yards and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. On the ground, they really could not do a whole lot. 2.7 yards a carry. Alexander Madison did find the end zone though. Receiving, Jalen Waddle 10 for 143. And Chris Chamblin, an auto-generated player, 7 for 129 and 2 scores. Tyreek Hill, 7 for 90 and a touchdown. But it was not enough for Miami to get the win. In the next video, we will be watching this game against the Denver Broncos in Week 9. We do have a tandem breakout to check out. Hopefully it is wide receiver Deshaun Slaughter. Obviously, I can't guarantee that until I click it. And I'll be completely honest, as of right now, I have no idea what my standing is with quarterback Greg Knox. Because, yes, he just had an amazing game against the Dolphins. Granted, they were 0-7, so I don't really know how good that team is. But he did just throw 4 touchdowns against them. But obviously, earlier in the video, he threw 4 interceptions against the Jets. Probably would have thrown more had I kept him in. Remember his debut, he threw 6 against them, and 4 were just to Sauce Gardner. So, as of right now, I don't know what I'm going to do at quarterback. For the next game, Greg Knox will be the starter. But when it comes time to get to the offseason, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Should it come down to it, there is one quarterback in this draft class that I think is going to be really good, and that is quarterback Keyshawn Gaither out of Colorado. He has a beautiful spiral on all of his passes, gets rid of the ball the first sign of pressure, does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away, loves to run and play outside of structure. That is the big thing to me because he is a scrambling type quarterback. He can actually get out of the pocket should the pocket collapse or anything like that. Greg Knox has some speed but never really uses it, and obviously he'll take a lot of sacks and things like that. Looking at this guy's physical traits, his speed is going to be great to elite, his strength is good to great, and then if you look at his skills, he has A awareness, B break sack, A carrying, B deep accuracy, A medium accuracy, B play action. I think Gaither could be an incredibly good quarterback, and if Greg Knox doesn't really start to show some major improvement, I may have to consider trading up and getting him. But that will not be decided for at least another few videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and like I said, in the next one we will watch this game against the Denver Broncos, and I will talk to you guys next time.